Yo guys, welcome back to YezziTV, and we're back here with another banger.
Yes, sir.
I'm not here alone. I got the PKs here, long-term members of the faithful Black Man Society. You know, introduce yourself, guys.
So obviously it's Josh, man. You know what it is, man.
Let them hear you well.
We out here today, you know. Yeah. I'm here with Kamsi as well.
Yes, sir.
Let him introduce
I
himself.
I was even going to introduce
It's your boy Kamsi. Come on, you already know it.
Okay. Anyway, today's question for this unpopular opinion episode is Will Smith the victim? So obviously, let's kind of explain what happened. I actually don't know the name of the guy.
Jada, basically, Chris Rock chatted shit about Jada's alopecia, yeah? Obviously, you can't really just be doing that, you know what I mean? Right now. Will got up on stage and slapped this man in front of the whole. He walked onto the stage, slapped him in his face. Slapped him. He said, chat shit, get banged. Do you know what I mean?
Straight away. So now you guys know that situation. Obviously, there's other situations. If you don't know the past situations, get updated.
You've been living under a rock,
honestly.
bro.
Okay, about the question, is Will Smith the victim? What you guys think?
Yeah, in a way, yes. So basically, about the past situations, yeah, obviously with Jada being, involved in entanglements and all of that kind of stuff, like, he's been the victim of like internet memes and shit like that. Like, people might say it's not that deep, but like people have been clowning him for like 2 years. You know what I mean? Like that shit can like affect you mentally, you know. And like people would be screaming mental health and all that kind of stuff, and then just still clowning him, like, you know what I mean? So yeah, in a way he's the victim and all. But like in this situation right now, like, all right, so some people are saying like it's because of all that clowning now that he then felt all that pent up anger or some shit. I don't even think it's like that, to be honest, man. Like, this situation in and of its own right deserved like that response, in my opinion. Do you know what I mean? So like, I don't think the two are connected, but in a way, yeah, he is the victim.
What do you think, Josh?
Yeah, I think when we look at, like, obviously we're not in the relationship that they're in, so when we look at that,
thank God.
could I say that he's a victim of unfaithfulness? You know, from the outside, yes, because of the whole entanglement thing. Like, from what it looks like, you know, I can say that he's a victim of like a lack of faithfulness. What's the word for it again? Adultery. I don't even know.
Yes.
But I think he is, like, he definitely is a victim, and like after he gave his, because obviously he slapped him and still brought his award home.
God, that's some GOAT things right there, fam. Not anyone can do that one. Oh, you need XP for that one, bro.
Well, for me, I think he's a victim too. Well, in general, I actually think in this situation, he felt like a victim, though.
In this situation,
yeah, he felt like he was the victim, because I felt like because of everything that's going on, they think that you can come for his family.
So do you think that's the reason he got up?
I feel like the reason he got up is, you know, when he said the joke, Will laughed at the beginning, but he looked at his wife. I think he looked at his wife and saw her face,
and then saw that
and said no.
Yeah, I think that
and
as well.
Stood up. The way he walked up gently in his suit. You know how people walk up?
Guy, swagger.
He slapped the guy.
No, but that ass, when I first saw that slap, I thought it was fake.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
that slap, because it looked so animated. The way he swung his hand back, and Chris Rock's whole head just flew. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it looked so fake, but when I saw the way he then started screaming after, I was like, God, that's so real.
Chris Rock, that guy even played it off.
He tried though. He did well, to be honest, but nah, he deserved that still.
Do you actually think he deserved the slap?
I think it's principle. I think the whole thing, because people are doing up like, oh my gosh, he shouldn't have done that. You know, first of all, 9 times out of 10, most guys in that situation, if you come for their wife,
bro,
they're gonna react like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's one thing to disrespect me, because for me, I'm like I guess I would be a very reserved person. So if somebody started doing that about me, I wouldn't really do anything. But when it comes to like family, when it comes to wife, things like that, like, I can understand why Will did that. You know what I mean? Now, obviously, violence is never the answer. But in those kind of situations, like, don't go outside and try this because you'll get arrested. Well, I can't say don't go outside and try it, because a situation might come where you might have to do it. You know what I mean? So I believe he had the right idea and the right approach, but maybe he went about it the wrong way. You know what I mean?
So wait, I think obviously we all agree, like, it's not the right thing to do. Violence is not the right thing to do. But are you guys doing the same thing? Like, are you guys like resorting to violence in that situation?
Could I slap him? I don't. See, the thing is,
I don't think I'd slap him even if I was going. I think slapping him is kind of out.
No, but
punch is worse.
I don't think I would slap.
But punch is worse.
Walk up and slap somebody.
Punch is worse.
I know it's worse, but I don't think I would slap somebody. I don't think I'd walk up and slap them.
I get what you mean.
I feel like I'd more punch them or shove them.
I think if you're walking up, like I was talking about this with my sister, and she said that if you're walking up, you have to do something.
You can't walk up. You can't walk up there and whisper in his ear, "Don't do that again." Do you know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
you can't do that.
Something.
I don't know. I'd have to be in the situation because I have it's 50-50 because I might not
for your wife
physically react. I might not physically react.
Okay, but at least we can all agree that there has to be some sort of reaction.
Yeah,
there are some people.
There
were some people that were saying that like, oh, you know, you should have just taken it. For me, it's like, if you do that, then it sets like a precedent for like, I don't even know if that's
anyone
the right
just
word. Anybody can just disrespect your wife, and that's just not on.
And the thing is, if he didn't do anything, everybody would still shout. And still say, oh, you just let him talk to your
wife
wife like that.
Because they'll now use this whole thing because there's already a narrative that like he's like he's the bitch in the relationship, all this kind of stuff. They'll use that narrative even more. He didn't do anything. He just sat down like a little timid boy, like or so. Like he had to do it. Not even just obviously, not just for his wife, but like because as a man, you're going to protect your wife, like for your own like self. Do you know what I mean? Like to like for your own pride, almost. Like, do you know what I mean? Like you're like not your pride, like like I'm too proud. I have to show I'm macho, but like your pride as a man, like that. This is my wife. You can't just disrespect my wife. Do you know what I mean? Like,
but see what a lot of people are saying. Everybody's shouting, "Oh, he's you can't disrespect." But the thing with August, that's what a lot of people.
No, that's stupid. That's stupid.
I think it's stupid too because, okay, as much as I don't have the same views as him, like with the open relationship and all that's going on with August, and he allows that. He has principles, but that's not part. Maybe that's not part of his principles. Fair enough, each to their own. But he can't let anything slide, and I think that's one reason he had to do it because it was like, okay, just because this is the relationship that I have with my wife, and doesn't bother. I don't know if it bothers him, but that's not.
I think it does bother him because I think I remember a thing about August even coming out and saying that Will did put his hands on him.
Oh, he did. I heard that.
So like people are saying he didn't do anything, but he did do something.
No,
people just like to pretend and forget. Like, do you know what I mean?
And he just can't let anything just happen because everything will just start happening, and people will still go on the internet and say, "Oh, you won this award, but you still don't have your wife patterned, or you don't have this, or this." And another thing I heard was, it was a thing that people were saying that. Oh, it was this year a black person was the one that did the event. Yeah. Well, was managing the event. Oh. Not even hosting, managing the event or something, hosting the event, all that. And you had to do that. I feel like people just bring all these
black people, like, shut up, man.
I think because one thing I really saw from a lot of people was like for me, when I first saw it, I'm not going to lie, I had the reaction of like, is there always us? Yeah. But then I had to realize, I had to be like, I mean, other races do this type of stuff every day, you know what I mean? It's just because we're in the entertainment industry and this, you know, looks... Like, my thing is, again, the principle, you know, that's why I think we can move past this really easily because I think the principle of is like, okay, you don't disrespect my wife, you know what I mean? People are saying stuff like, oh, he should have just waited and issued a statement. Sometimes it's not, you know, in the moment, sometimes, because especially the fact that, like, she is suffering from alopecia. Yeah. So it's a thing where, like, you know that, and, you know, you looked at her reaction. He saw her reaction. He's like, yeah, you know, I can't let this one.
You actually can't let that slide.
I knew he sat down there for a second and said, what am I doing? And just stood up and said, this is all I can do.
No, but it was actually, like, the whole situation was so awkward, man. Like, see the way, like, when he slapped him, the way he walked back and all, like, he walked back, so calm, like nothing just happened. I was like, that's why I almost thought this can't be real. It looked like a TV show. Do you know what I mean? Like,
but Will Smith doesn't strike me as somebody who's angry. Like, if you haven't watched his movies and watched him get angry, like his personality, even if you follow him on Instagram, this guy seems like a happy guy. Yeah. So it's like when you see him like flip, even when he was shouting, "Don't keep my wife's name out of your mouth." That was like, I was like, "Yo, that's wow." Damn, I didn't know you had that.
Was around. Everybody around too.
Guys, you see Lupita in the background.
Yeah, she was just like, But what do you think about what everybody's saying online?
See, the thing with this whole black people thing now, people are always trying, every time a black person does something, people try and like use that to like to say it's all black people. Like, oh, now all black people are like this, blah blah blah. I saw the stuff like people were like, oh, CYM, you shouldn't give these kind of people a platform, all that kind of stuff. Bro, okay. Firstly, this is not a black issue.
It's
like,
not.
It's just.
That's
an issue.
number one
It's
thing.
just two
Stop
people,
calling it
like,
a black issue.
It's so stupid. It's not a black issue.
It's more relationship issue than a black issue.
And then people, this was like this doesn't even make sense. So someone posted on Twitter, they're like, imagine if it was a white guy that went up there and slapped a black guy, they'd be calling him racist. What does that even mean? No, but how is that even correlate? People are always trying to make these kind of things about, okay, black people are this, white. No, it's not like that. Literally just two men, one man disrespected another man's wife, and he went up there and slapped him. Has nothing to do with the race or anything like that, you know what I mean?
The thing is, people are using that narrative and forgetting the disrespect. Then people that remember disrespect are saying, "Well, you let her sleep with that or whatever."
That's why I don't
So that's
care,
the
man.
thing. People will not let this guy go.
You see that take of like, oh, but yeah, you didn't mind when she was disrespecting you. I think what people need to understand is that like what goes on between a couple is different than what happens with somebody else. Like, for example, now, like, this is an extreme example, but let's say your wife cheats on you, and you found out recently, but then there's somebody that wants to, rob your wife at gunpoint. You're not gonna be like, oh my gosh, you cheated on me. Just die. Like, I feel like that's what and that's why I don't understand some of these red pill guys on TikTok or whatever, because it's just like they really want other guys to see stuff like this and be like, well, she doesn't respect me, so I'm not going to protect her. You know what I mean?
Even though, to be honest, she wouldn't still be my wife after that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So like, but you wouldn't let her just die.
But if she is my wife in some weird circumstance that I said, okay, I'm gonna try and make this work, and she still is my wife, you still have to protect her like she's your wife.
Even in general, like, and it's not like she just cut off her hair or something like that. It was a condition. So for me personally, even if it was my ex, I could still react the same way. Because I still know what she's going through.
Yeah,
I still know exactly what she's going through.
But I wouldn't go up there and slap over my ex. Like,
I don't know. I could.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't get.
Because that's still my wife's children.
Oh, if the mother of your children.
That's the mother of my children. It's still something. He needed to do that for his children too.
Yeah.
Because imagine his kids just saw, and you don't know what's going on in their family. You don't know how their kids are feeling about what she's going through or whatever happens in the house. So he needed to do that for his family.
And I think also the view of Will Smith, this isn't a good view, but the view of Will Smith is that, Will Smith isn't a real man because of everything that happened and stuff like that. So all of those pressures can actually add up, and sometimes what you're expected to do. I still don't. I don't think Will took any of those kind of things. I think Will again just did this based off of principle. But I think sometimes it's not something.
Also, what's it called? Chris Rock has been coming at them in the past.
Exactly.
So like that probably played into a little bit as well. Like obviously the principle is still. I think the principle was enough to actually have that reaction. But the fact that it was Chris Rock now who has made digs at their family in the past, that probably added it, and that made him like, okay, now I'm definitely doing that. You know what I mean? Like,
the only thing I would say is, okay, you did laugh first. Yeah, that's the only thing I would say.
Nah, but I don't even think that matters because, see, I understand that because like the joke may have been funny. Yeah, do you know what I mean? He may have actually found that joke funny. Yeah, how he finds that joke doesn't matter. He's not the subject of the joke. Yeah, his wife is the subject of the joke. So if she is hurt by that joke, that is what matters. It doesn't matter if he himself cares. Like that's like your girl now. Like someone is saying something to your girl, but you think it's not that deep, but you can see she's crying over it. Yeah. Are you gonna be like, because I don't think it's that deep, even though my girl's crying over it, like it's just like that. No, you're still gonna address it. Do you know what I mean? Like, so like it's because of her reaction that he did that. Yeah. That's why I actually respect more because even though he himself may not have seen it as that deep, because he saw her reaction, he reacted like that. That's what you're meant to do. Do you know what I mean?
That's how.
I think it goes into the question of like, with comedy and this stuff, how much is too much? Because the thing with comedy is that a lot of people like. I don't know. I'm not a comedian. So when I see the take of like, there's ways to do comedy without slagging people, I don't know if there is.
Yeah, you have to know your...
You know where and why, and you just need to know when to do it. And as a comedian, you know your risk. You should know your risk.
Yeah, true.
And I think he knew his risk. Yeah, he knew it. He knew he knew he can't react because he knew, okay... Today I can get boxed up. Today I can get this. Today I can get rushed.
Put your body on the line.
That's it. That's it. Literally, he knew because he made those jokes. He punched him, and he still reacted well.
Yeah, he was probably prepared, Loki. Loki prepared, like.
No, when he came, I wonder what he was thinking when Will was walking up.
No, he definitely didn't think he was going to slap him. I don't think. Because the way he was standing.
Yeah, but what else would Will do?
Will could be like, don't you ever, like...
Or maybe he thought actually Will was going to come up and, like, make a joke for the
I would
crowd.
have grabbed the mic.
I don't think.
Huh?
I would have grabbed the mic too, you know.
And said a statement or something.
No, I would have been like, yo, bro, keep my wife's name out of your mouth. After, but the thing is, security would have taken me away. That's the thing.
No, they didn't take him away when he
was
slapped
winning.
him.
That's because he was winning the award.
That's actually true. That's true because if you take him away, who's going to carry the award? Yeah. But no, but the thing is, what was I going to say? He walked up. The guy reacted well when he boxed or slapped him. Yeah. And after Will even spoke, he still kind of reacted well. Yeah. He didn't do anything.
Oh, there was a moment though. He was like, "Oh, I could just," and then he just stopped. He wanted to flame them, bro. Like he was about to flame them. I was like, if he did that, that situation would have went from 0 to or from 100 to 1,000. You know what I mean? Like that guy. That's
and the thing is, that's another thing I noticed. Everybody is talking about, oh, this guy reacted well, and say, oh, Will is just, you know, just putting Will on literally the devil's side and putting the other guys, oh, you have self-control,
But he's the one that provoked it.
He's the one that provoked it. Nobody's talking about that.
Yeah, no one's talking about it.
They're just leaving that. Like the woman, they're not even talking. They're talking about Will. They're not talking about the woman they literally were talking about. They're talking about, oh, but your wife disrespected.
And then the people that are talking about Jada in this situation, they're saying, oh, it's just alopecia. It's not like it's cancer she's battling. Bro,
don't know what she's going through.
It doesn't matter if it's even if it's just alopecia, man. That could be affecting her mentally. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that could be serious to her. Like, so
you know.
Anyway, let's give some final statements. Just final words.
Final words. I stand with Will Smith.
Yeah. Okay.
I stand with Will Smith.
I feel it's a principle, you know, like you can't do something like that and think you're gonna get away with it. So
At all.
You know, although I don't agree with violence, you have to do what you have to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Facts.
And for me, I say Will Smith is the victim in this situation, especially with everything that's going on online with him. I feel like people are just talking for no reason. They just want to talk. They're not really saying real points or whatever. And yeah, I stand with him in this situation anyway too. All right. Anyway, this has been YezziTV. I've been with Kamzi and Josh.
Yes, sir.
Like, share, and subscribe. Get out of here.
Boom.